Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel MKS Tech Talks. So in this YouTube channel, I have one playlist with the name DevOps Training Series Zero to Hero. So in this playlist, you can find the different topics like Linux, Git, Jenkins, Docker, Kubernetes, Ansible, Terraform, AWS Cloud, from basic to advanced concepts with real-time scenarios. So even if you don't know anything about the DevOps, so you can easily understand all these concepts. Just subscribe my YouTube channel MK's Tech Talks for more updates. Thank you. Working directory. Okay, so both working directory and local repository are in sync. So we are getting clean status. Okay. So for this is how we can use a git and git staged command to check the list of file modifications we have in the working directory, that is as well as in the staging area. Okay. Now I have these files. So the same files are available in the local repo also. Okay. So if we want to remove any file, what is the command? How can we remove the file? What is the Linux command we have? How can we remove the file?
RM.
RM is the command, right? Now
Yeah.
what I'm doing is I'm trying to remove one of the file here. Okay. So I'm trying to remove file. This is the file I'm trying to remove. So from where this RM command will remove the file? This RM command will remove the file from the working directory. Okay. So check this one. Now file got removed. Check ls. You see file is not there. The given file got removed from the working
Working
directory.
directory.
Similarly, check whether the file is available in the local repo or not. You see, but file is there in the local repo.
Yeah.
Okay. So now check the status. What status we'll get here? Can we get clean status? You see,
Oh.
change is not staged. Deleted file. Deletion also one of the modification. Okay. So
Okay.
everything Git is going to monitor each and everything, each and every operation will be monitored by the Git. So we deleted a file, that is also one modification. So Git is clearly telling. So changes not staged. We deleted one file. So these changes we have to move to the staging area. Then we have to move to the local repository to get the clean status. The same process we have to do. Otherwise, we cannot get the clean status. Okay. So now, so remember here, so we have 4 files in the working directory and 5 files in the local repository. So if we commit the changes, what will happen? If we
Only
commit
4
the
files will
changes,
be there.
only 4 files will be there in the local repo also. Means
Yeah.
whenever we commit the changes, whatever we have in the working directory, the same thing will be replicated in the local repository. Okay. So do the commit git and dot. Okay. So before this, oh shit, what happened? Check the status now. So changes to be committed, deleted file. So use git diff hyphen staged command. You see, this command is for you. 1 minute, I'm getting one more call.
Okay.
Okay. So you see here git diff hyphen hyphen stage command additionally there is one deleted file got deleted here. Okay. So now move the changes. So git commit hyphen file deleted, file deleted. Okay. Now, so earlier we are able to see 4 files in the working directory and 5 files in the local repository. Now check. You see, in local repos we have only 4 files. File got deleted from the local repo also. Okay, so means if we add the file, if we delete the file, if we modify the file, whatever the operations we are doing in the working directory, so if we commit the changes to the local repository, uh, all the changes will be reflected in the local repository also. Okay, so that is what we are observing here. Okay, so now so we know how to delete the file from the working directory. So by using rm command. Okay, rm file name. So it will delete. Okay, so it will delete the file to remove file from working directory. Okay, now if I want to remove the file from a local repository and working directory, let us consider from both the places. I want to remove the file from both the working directory and local repository. Then that is also possible. Simply we can use git rm command. So git rm file name. So git rm file name. What this will do is so it will remove. So it will remove file from working directory and local repo from both the places. Both the places it will remove the file. Okay. So check this one. So we have file one, right? File one. I'm trying to remove file one. Okay, from both the places. So if I want to remove the file one from both the places, so simply I can use git rm. So file one. Okay. So git rm file one. So this is the file I have to use, and this is the command I have to use. So check this one. Now file got deleted. So check ls. So file one got deleted. Now check git ls files. So file one got deleted from local repo also. Okay, from both the places we are able to delete the file. So check the status now. You see, we deleted file one, even though we don't have file in the local repo, as we did the changes in the working directory, that changes we have to commit. Okay, so whatever the changes we are doing in the working directory, right? Every change we have to commit. Otherwise, we cannot get the clean status. You see, what is the status it is showing? Changes to be committed. No need to move to the staging area. Directly we can commit. Okay, changes to be committed. What is the commit? File one got deleted. So this change we have to commit. Then only we'll get the clean status. Even though the file got deleted from the local repo, we have to commit the change. Okay, we have to commit the change here. So commit the changes. Git commit. File one deleted. Okay. Now what we committed? Deleted file one. This is the commit what happened here. Okay. So now check the status. Nothing to commit. We are getting the clean status. Okay, we are getting the clean status here. So here now we know how can we read the files from both working directory and local repository. And my intention is I want to remove file only from the local repository. Okay, I don't want to remove the file from the working directory. So that is also possible. So if I want to remove file only from the uh, local repository, okay, so I can use git rm hyphen cached git rm hyphen cached file name. Okay, so what this will do? So it will remove file from local repo only. Okay, so in this case, a file will be available in the working directory. Okay, file will be available in the working directory. Only from the local repo, it will remove the file. So check now. So we have these files in the working directory and git ls files. So we have these files in the local repository. Now I want to remove file 2. So from the local repo, I am trying to remove. So git rm hyphen cached. Okay, git rm hyphen cached file name. Which file we are trying to remove? File 2. The file 2 we are trying to remove. So check this one. File 2 got removed. Now check ls. So file 2 is still there in the working directory. And check git ls files. So file 2 is not there. File 2 is not there in the local repo. So there is a mismatch. There is a mismatch between working directory and local repo. Now check the status. Check the status here. You see, changes to be committed. Okay, so deleted file 2. These changes we have to commit. Okay, and again, so even though we commit, there is change in the working directory. What is the change? File 2 untracked files. Now file 2 is getting as a untracked files. It is like a new file now. Okay, so file 2 is not there in the working directory, local repository. It is like a new file. Okay, so we are getting these two messages. Changes to be committed. As we deleted a file, we have to commit directly. Okay, and as we have file 2, we are getting the untracked files. Okay, we are getting the untracked files. So try to commit, check what is going to happen here. So this is the status we are getting now. So git commit hyphen m. So testing delete. So we committed changes, right? Now check the status. You see, now we are getting untracked files. Earlier, what changes we have? We are getting changes to be committed, untracked files. Now, as we committed the changes, we are getting untracked files. Why we are getting these untracked files even though we committed? What is the reason? Because working directory and local repo are not in sync. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have additional file. Yeah, file 2 is additional file we have in the working directory. That is the reason we are getting untracked files here. Okay. So now, so this is the status I have. So now if I commit the changes, what will happen? If I commit the changes, what will happen? So what will move to the local repo if we commit the changes?
L2 deletion.
Okay. So file 2 will be,
Deleted.
it will be reflected in local repo.
Yeah.
File 2 is available in the working directory. Okay.
Yes.
Again, file 2 will be reflected in the local repository. So If you want to permanently delete file2 from even local repo always, okay, permanently, then we have to delete this file from the working directory. Then only we can delete permanently from the local repository.
Local rep.
Okay. And one more thing is we can ignore. So file2, if we ignore at that time also, we cannot move without moving file2 to local repo. We can get the clean status. Okay, here we have two ways. One is we have to delete the file2 from the working directory. That is one way to get the clean status. Another way is we have to ignore this file. We have to ignore this file. So how to ignore, we will discuss in the coming sessions. Okay. So as of now, so just to commit the changes. So I don't want to delete this file from the working directory. Okay. So that's why I'm trying to commit the change. Okay. So now, so git and dot. So we know the status, right? So change to be committed and git commit -m testing zero. Okay, I committed the changes. So now check the status. So nothing to commit, working directly, working directly. Okay, so now check files. File is there in the working directory and git ls files. File is there in the local repository. In both the places, now I am able to see the file. File is available in both the places. Okay. So if we want to permanently delete file2, simply we can use a git rm command to delete
Git
file2
rm.
from both working directory and
Working
local
and
repository. Okay. So if we delete files only from the local repository, again, we are not going to get the clean status. Okay. To get the clean status, we have to delete the file from the working directory or we have to ignore the files. So how to ignore, we'll discuss in the coming sessions. Okay. So now we know what are the different ways, right? So we can use rm command to remove the files from the working directory, git rm command to remove the files from the working directory and local repository, git rm cached command to remove the files only from the local repository. Now my intention is, so I want to remove files from the staging area. So that is also possible, right? So if I have changes in the staging area, so if I want to remove the changes from the staging area, for that also we need command. Okay. So to remove the files from the staging area, we can use git reset. Git reset. What this will do? So it will remove files from staging area. So if we remove the files from staging area, what will happen? So this will not remove the files permanently. Okay, staging area is itself is not available, right? Physically, it is not available. It is available only logically. Okay, so if you remove the files from the staging area, what will happen? The files from staging area will be reverted to the working
working
directory.
directory. Yeah.
Okay, so the files from the staging area will be reverted to the working directory. So that is what going to happen. So check this one. Now we are getting clean status, right? And here what I'm doing is, so I'm trying to modify one file, file2. So this is to test a reset command. Save the changes. Okay. Now we can see git diff command, right? We have these changes in the working directory. Now I'm trying to move the changes to the staging area by using git add command. I'm using git add dot. Okay. So now git diff command will not show anything, and git diff hyphen stage command I have to use the check the stages in changes in the staging area. Okay, so these changes I have in the staging area. It is clearly telling git diff hyphen stage command is clearly telling we have these changes in the staging area. Okay, now my intention is I want to remove these changes from the staging area. Okay, so if we remove these changes from the staging area, what will happen? These changes will be moved to the working directory. The changes will be reverted to the working directory. So check this one. So how can we remove the changes from the staging area? Git reset command. We have to use git reset command.
Reset.
So now these are the changes we have, and check the status also. So changes to be committed, we have to commit the changes. Now I'm using git reset command. Git reset unstaged. What it is telling? Unstaged
Unstaged.
changes means from the staging area we moved changes to the working directory. So earlier the status it is showing changes to be committed. Now I again check the status. Change is not staged. We have to move the changes to the staging area. So in this way, we can use git reset command. By using git reset command, we can revert the changes from the staging area. When we revert the changes from the staging area, these changes will be moved to the working directory. Okay, so even if we use git reset command, we cannot get clean status. Again, the changes will be reverted to the working directory. Okay, from the working directory, if we need, we can delete. Otherwise, we will do the changes again and we'll move the changes to the local repository. Okay. Now, so this is how we can use a git reset command. And here we are getting the status as changes not staged, right? So as usual, we have to commit the changes git add dart and git commit -m. So tested reset. Okay, so we tested reset command and check the status. So nothing to commit, working to clean. Okay, so we have these files in the working directory, and we have these files in the local repository. Both are in sync, and we are getting the status as working tree clean status. Okay.